Okay, we have the recording going on. Just a reminder to please leave your microphones on mute while coach is speaking, and then to use the raise hand function, and then we'll all go around and let you guys ask questions. We'll open up with a quick statement from Coach Haase, and then we'll open up for questions.
Well, I haven't had a chance to look at the stat sheet, but my comments, I don't think, have to do with the stat sheet anyway. I was super, super proud of the guys. They competed from the start to the end. It wasn't perfect by any means, and Arizona, you have to give a lot of credit. They played their hearts out. They made plays as well. Big-time players and big-time teams make plays, but I also think we did the same thing with charges, three-point shots, leadership. There were a lot of examples of guys landed on the line. For our program, it's a big win, an important win. For this team and the journey of our season, it's an important win and a big win. And more than anything right now, I'm just proud of our guys.
All right, we will go to Michael Robertson with the first question. Go ahead.
Okay, Coach, big win down in Santa Cruz. Arizona's been a tough opponent since you've been here. So how gratifying is this? And then how gratifying is it to still be in California, even despite these circumstances that you can't really be in Palo Alto?
Yeah, I mean, it's extremely gratifying. We're very proud of the program we're building, from the staff to the players to myself. I mean, it's a group effort that we think we're building a really solid program with a really strong foundation. And so this is something that really validates what we're doing. And so for that, I'm very excited. It's an important step. Look, I mean, Arizona's a big-time program and had a lot of success in recent years against Stanford. And so getting that monkey off our back's a big deal. But it's an important step, and I'm very, very proud of the guys.
We'll go ahead to Grant Avalon now. Go ahead, Grant.
Can you talk about that last sequence with 6 seconds to go where Zaire Williams steps in front and takes the charge to preserve the lead?
Pretty awesome. I said when I talk about Zaire, I tend to start with, talking about how talented he is, but it's really just so people can hear that. But the important stuff is his character and the intangibles that he has as a person and as a player. He's an excellent passer. He's an excellent teammate. The guys on the team absolutely love him. But you're talking about a player that's so talented yet willing to give of himself and take that charge. The last possession of the game was truly, truly special. And it really shows, I think, about how complete he is as a player and as a person, and putting his body on the line for his teammates.
And also, Spencer Jones spent a lot of this game on the bench with foul trouble, but came in late and was able to hit consecutive threes. Can you speak to his ability to contribute like that?
Yeah, absolutely. We have a great deal of faith in him. That's what I said in the locker room afterwards and actually during the game. But everybody wants him shooting those shots. We're going to be a really good team if we can get him a bunch of good looks from three. It's just it's been tested and shown in practices and games for too long. And so the confidence level from the staff and from the players towards him shooting the ball is off the charts. And he took a big time charge as well, but couldn't be more proud of him just staying resilient. And it was really neat that he was able to do that, and the team was so excited for him.
Go over to RJ Batesia. Go ahead, RJ.
Coach, I want to ask you just about the number of get up off the deck moments in this game, starting, I think, maybe with Noah's three-pointer. I think Arizona hit a three-pointer to get their very first lead, and Noah came right back. And just your thoughts on how much growing up your team did in this game.
It's a great question, and I think the answer, I guess, I probably won't be as articulate in how I answer it, but the answer is a lot. And there were a lot of individual moments. I love the fact when every time they made a run at us, we kept our composure. In the timeouts, in the game, there wasn't a lot of finger pointing or palms up. It was just get to the next play. And I was really, really excited about that. So I thought the team did grow up. Individual players, Noah, you mentioned, but so many individual players I thought played an important role. So there were many, many moments of growth out there.
And then is Warrior even enough at this point for Bryce Wills and just what he does out there for you guys?
No, it's probably not enough. He was fantastic. We'll go back and watch the tape. I thought it was as complete of a game as he's played. He was a joy to coach tonight. I thought he provided leadership, but was also extremely coachable. He provided the toughness and the stability at the point guard position. which maybe, he's not a natural point guard, but he's a natural leader. And I thought that showed through today. But he was fantastic. And obviously we know his defensive abilities, that he is an absolute warrior.
And then just the last thing for me, anything on Dejan and how hard was he fighting to work his way back onto the court?
Yeah, desire and, toughness and desire to compete is never going to be an issue with Dejan. I don't have the update right now of how long he'll be out, whether it's a minute, an hour a day, or a week, that kind of thing. But I will get that. But I know that he wants to be out there, and we certainly missed him, but he'll be out there as soon as he can. I know that.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, we'll go over to Teddy Solomon now. Go ahead, Teddy.
Coach, Spencer Jones, and you touched on this a bit, has struggled throughout this season, but he did hit the two most important shots of the game today with his 2 late threes. What have you seen from him in practice, and what specifically do you expect from him as the season goes on?
Well, for 2 years in practice and games, I've seen him make a lot of shots. So anytime you have a couple tough games, but we're still pretty young into the season, but every time you have tough games, it can mess with your confidence, but I don't think it really did with him. I think he's put so many reps in and had so much success. I don't think that was an issue. But on the flip side, making those 2 shots right there, you certainly expect and think that his confidence will rise, if anything, at that point. But, in terms of belief, again, I mentioned this earlier, the staff and players have unbelievable belief in him and shooting the ball.
Okay, then we'll go back to Michael Roberson. Go ahead, Michael.
Okay, Coach, a play that he probably got away with when he played in front of LeBron and Dwayne Wade. Zaire gets the technical foul for slapping the backboard. Were you upset with him, or did you look at it as a freshman's mistake?
I would say a freshman mistake. Look, there certainly was no intent. It's a mistake he does have to learn from, and he will learn from. So I was pretty quick to move on that. And again, there were plenty of mistakes, and I'm trying to tell the team to get to the next play. That's a message from me, so I'm also trying to do that the best I can myself. Was there, the obvious things, I didn't want that to happen, but he does need to learn from that.
All right, with that, thank you very much, Coach Haase, and we'll move over to Bryce Wills next. Thanks, Coach. Thanks, guys. See you later.
Oh.
Joined by junior guard Bryce Wills. Once again, we'll go with the raise hand function. So please raise your hand if you'd like to ask a question through Zoom. How about the Bills? Go ahead, RJ.
Bryce, can you just talk about where this win ranks in your Stanford career and just how important it was for this individual team to beat Arizona?
I don't have an exact answer for you, but it's definitely up there. But this is a huge win for us. I think sending a message to the rest of the Pac-12 that we're a program that's here to stay and here to fight, and we're gonna fight every minute of the game.
And can you just talk about Zaire as a freshman stepping up to take that charge at the end of the game?
That just speaks volumes to how locked in and invested we are to our program. It doesn't matter who's on the court, doesn't matter who's in the position, whoever that was in that spot was going to take that charge, because we do charge drills every practice. So it was great for him to do that.
Thanks, Bryce.
We'll go to Michael Roberson. Go ahead, Michael.
All right, Bryce, you guys have a new home, I guess you could say for now, down in Santa Cruz. a little bit away from the Bay, but still in California. So how does it feel playing down there, knowing the Warriors undercard team plays down there too?
To be honest, I'm viewing this as a blessing. Not too many teams get to play in the G League arena like we are right now, and it feels good to at least be close to home. About I want to say like 45 minutes away from campus. So back in this sort of Bay Area feel, it's definitely been a little buzz around the team. So it's been good for us, and it's happy to be back in Cali.
Go now to Grant Avalon. Go ahead, Grant.
Bryce, you guys had to finish the game without Dejan, and when he went down, it was only a 5-point game. What kind of confidence do you take away from your ability to close it out without him?
I'm seasoned just like him now. There's no excuses for me when it comes to closing out a game. I'm a junior. I'm a leader on this team, and he's instilled a lot of traits in me that when he was his freshman year had a lot of downs. My freshman year had a lot of downs, and we've grown through that. We've learned through that together, not together, and it paid off today.
Do we have any more questions for Bryce? Go ahead, RJ.
Bryce, I just want to ask you about Noah's big three and just his overall game as a freshman in a game like that.
Freshmen are starting to step up. Obviously, you saw Z take the charge. Noah, forget the three, to be honest. He was playing great ball screen defense on the Kinjo, who's a seasoned point guard for Arizona. And that was, to be honest, what I was most proud of him today, that the ball screen defense on a top point guard in the Pac-12.
Awesome. Thanks, Bryce.
Sir.
Any last ones? All right. Thank you very much, Bryce. Oh, sorry. We got one more from Michael.
Oh.
Okay. All right, Bryce. Here in the Bay Area, we got the matchup between Too Short and E40. Either one. Which one would you think would be the winner? Even though it's all Bay Area anyway.
To be honest with you, I'm not even from the Bay Area.
Right.
I'll go with E40 just because I know him more, to be honest with you.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
All right. Thank you very much, Bryce.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, everyone. We'll get the recording out to you guys soon.